What would you do if you hopped into a ball pit and traveled back 30 years into the past, only to get chased by a giant yellow rabbit that unalived 6 children and replaced your dad for a few days, who you then hanged? Hi guys, Theory here. Time travel in FNaF. Sounds weird, right? Well, it is. In the very first story, Into the Pit, our protagonist, Oswald, hops into a ball pit and travels back in time to 1985. Shenanigans occur, and boom, dead rabbit dad. For the longest time, no one paid too much attention to the time traveling. Everyone just assumed it was a wackier and wilder FNaF story. But with Into the Pit becoming a probably canonical game, the question of what's really going on here becomes important. Will we be hot tub time machining ourselves back in time, or is there a better explanation for this? I looked through a ton of different theories about Into the Pit to see what other people think. Here are a few. The ball pit is a time machine powered by Remnant and or Agony. The time machine was used by William to go back in time and create the fun times. Music Man used the ball pit to kill children. And last but not least, Pit Bonnie is a demon. Yeah, there were so many conflicting theories on this subject that all the gears in my brain simultaneously just stopped working. But this isn't to say that they were all bad per se. There were a few theories that really piqued my interest. When I started on this theory, my original guess was that they were going to make Pit Trap into a version of the Mimic. My main reasoning was that Pit Trap wasn't really human. It didn't speak at all, and combined with it fooling Oswald's mom into thinking it was his dad, I thought this was a case of the sound illusion discs, or whatever the game's version is now. That quickly fell apart though. First off, if it was sound illusion discs, then it would be affecting both of them, not just Oswald's mom. Second, that wouldn't explain the ball pit, which is literally the main point of this video. In my search, something that popped up a lot was the remnant of the books, Agony. Now a quick history on Agony. The Agony in the books is similar to the soul juice that is Remnant. Kind of. While it does result in the haunting/possession of robots, Agony has a bit more of an impact on the world around it. Agony is born of negative emotions, anger, sadness, etc. This is best explained in the epilogue for the book 135 AM. In this epilogue, we follow the scientist Phineas. He lives in an abandoned factory at the edge of town, spending his days doing experiments. He's kind of a whack job, though, with talking to his food and conjuring mental shields to protect from bad emotions. This is important later. He collects objects filled with agony. These objects are items we've seen in previous stories, such as Fetch, Plush Trap Chaser, all the sorts, and puts them into an endoskeleton. This endoskeleton then explodes to life, literally, and kills Phineas. This endo becomes the entity known as the Stitch Wraith. Oh, hold on, getting a call. Hello? Hey, stupid. You forgot to mention that agony lingers on the items that inflicted the agony. Who's this? Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Why is this important? 'Cause the ball pit then wouldn't work. If agony was only a one and done type of deal whenever it happened, then most of it wouldn't work. I guess that's fair. Thanks, I guess. What's your name? Rude. That was weird. Anyways, now that you understand what we're dealing with, it makes sense that agony is involved in Into the Pit. So with that being said, the theory that makes the most sense is that Pit Trap, and the whole time-traveling ball pit, was a result of the sheer amount of agony caused by the murder of the 6 children. Kind of. You see, while the monster controlling the yellow rabbit suit was likely a result of agony, the yellow rabbit suit itself wasn't. At the end of the story, after they kill the monster, the suit hangs there, but this time empty. So I'm not sure if the construct just proceeded to exist in the physical world, or if there was an existing rabbit suit already in the establishment. This is nice and all, solving a story from a book that came out in 2019, but that's not why we're here. We're here to figure out if the ball pit in the game will be a time-traveling one. While there isn't agony itself in the games, there is Dark Remnant. It's basically the same thing as agony, being made from negative emotions. RWQFSFASXC, aka Shadow Bonnie, is made from this Dark Remnant. This is all shown in the Freddy Files Ultimate Edition book. While it would make sense for me to say that the Into the Pit game would be completely surrounded and made of Dark Remnant, something major is stopping me from saying this. In the synopsis of the game, there's a sentence that really throws a wrench into everything. It's not just your own life that is on the line. Oswald's father, as well as 5 children from the past, could also meet their end if you don't save them. These children are supposed to be dead, are they not? How are they all of a sudden alive? Do we actually go back in time to save them, or is something else going on? We know that these 5 children, who are supposed to represent the original 5 kids murdered from FNaF 1, will be playing a much larger part than in the book. We know this because we see Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica acting as obstacles in a few of the screenshots. For the animatronics to be moving around like this, the children can't be alive. So my guess is that they are dead and the game is twisting its words a little. We will be saving them from their end, just not the end of their lives. In the screenshot of the mill, Bonnie's guitar sits off to the right as something that is very obviously there. Maybe we have to collect that and many other items around the game to perform a happiest day in a weird sense. But something to note is that Helpy, as well as Trash in the Gang, is present in this image as well, Trash, which would put this after FNaF 6. This makes the haunted animatronics impossible, since FNaF 6 was supposed to purge everything, even though, like no one moved on, they were all trapped underground until security breach. Right? There is a way for this to work, and it's for us to discard a theory that recently got almost confirmed. The theory known as Molten MCI is the theory that the original 5 souls were put into the Fun Times and subsequently Molten Freddy. Thus the name, Molten MCI. If we are to completely discard this theory, then that would mean the original 5 souls aren't accounted for in the FNaF 6 fire. Or at least 4 souls, since Golden Freddy kinda just follows around William wherever they go, purely to torture him. This would then serve to tie up the story of those kids, as well as provide an in-universe explanation for FNaF 4. Don't worry, dear viewer, I haven't forgotten about the main point of this video. So, in FNaF 4, I know, weird transition, it's currently assumed that we play as Michael experiencing the crying child's memories. This is because of the fact that Cece and Cassidy are haunting him, as shown via the survival logbook. The whole experiencing memories is from the Tales of the Pizzaplex books, so I'd suggest watching someone like ID's Fantasy or Rytos talk about them, for a better understanding. This would then explain the time travel. We are experiencing the memories of the children, albeit as a physical person. So, if this theory does serve, this is how the game would go. Oswald, as soon as he lays down the ball pit, starts to experience the past through the memories of the dead children. He sees the children, maybe dead, then runs back to the ball pit and wakes up from the memories. But the negative emotion that came from Oswald, as well as the enormous amount of negative emotions from the children, take the form of pit trap. If this theory does become true, then this would open the door to Dark Remnant, as well as the memories thingy from the Tales books. So, simply put, no, the ball pit does not time travel, sadly, but rather allows the spirits to interact with Oswald in a weird sense. Whether or not I'm right, I'm very excited for this game. It should be coming out around August, since that would be the 10-year mark for FNaF. How old was I when FNaF came out? Hold on. Oh, I was 7? Holy crap. Huh. I've known FNaF for more than half my lifespan. That's probably concerning, but I don't know, I enjoy the games. Whatever. I wonder how I would have reacted had I told my old self this is what FNaF would be like in the future. Man, my younger self would freak out knowing this is how FNaF turns out 10 years from then. Oof. Anyways, I gotta stop rambling. Anyways, if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. My current goal is to reach 500 subscribers, and then I have more goals after that, but this is my current one. So it would be very nice if you helped me get there. Anyways, till next time, my name is Theory. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, evening, or night. Bye-bye.